Welcome to BSportsAnalysis podcast. You can shorten that to BS Analysis because what I'm about to say could be BS, and you have no idea. This is probably how this entire thing is going to go. So, by the way, I might get grounded for using that joke. So please like and subscribe, and flick that bell. I'm not used to saying these things because I usually post really low quality content. Anyways, today I'm here with, my name is Ben, for those of you who don't know me, and on the other side, his camera is off, but his name is also Ben. Ben, say hello.
Hello.
All right, and today we're going to be going through a kind of look at all of the major sports happening, mostly football. Football, we're going to mention briefly college basketball, and that'll be about it for today. So first, we're going to preview all of the upcoming NFL games tomorrow. So tomorrow at 1, we have Lions versus Packers. Ben, what do you have to say about that?
Lions are going to blow out the Packers 51-7.
51-7. Okay. Obviously, this season the Packers have struggled. I think that was sarcasm there by.
It was.
Yeah. So, anyways, the Lions. I think this will probably most years it's not a close game. This year might actually be a close game because the Packers suck. And other than that, Lions, they've struggled this year, but Dan Campbell is a really good coach, and I trust him. So we'll see how that goes. Next game is Dolphins versus Bears. Ben, do you have anything important to say about that?
I feel like Tyreek Hill is going to be a he's going to have a major impact on the game, and if the quarterback, I think is Tua, right?
Yeah, Tua is healthy and will be playing. Yes.
Okay, if Tua can get Tyreek the deep ball, it's gonna be a very tough game for the Bears defense.
I don't think this game's going to be close. I think the Bears are going to get destroyed by Tua Tagovailoa's deep ball to Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle.
Yeah.
Did they trade Mike Gesicki at the deadline, or was that just rumors? Because tight end T.J. Hockenson was traded. Okay, they did not actually trade him. Okay, so yeah, so he was not actually traded. Anyways, so yeah, I think that this team, Dolphins, sticking with this lineup, they're a really good team. They should probably win that game. All right, next up is Bills versus Jets. That score prediction that Ben had for the Lions-Packers game, that might be the actual score for this one. Because the Jets, they've been okay this year, but I still don't think the Bills could actually beat them. The Bills could actually
lose.
It would be ridiculous if the Bills lose this game. Bills are by far the best team in the NFL at the moment. It's going to be a wild. That's not going to be a close game. I do not plan on watching that game. Do you have anything else to say about that, Ben?
Zach Wilson, he slept with somebody's mother. That's all I have to say.
Yes. Colts versus Patriots. I don't know about you. I am not watching that game. It looks like it would be a crap show. Colts have Sam Ehlinger at quarterback now. And the Patriots don't know who that quarterback is. So that's going to be a fun game to watch. I'm not going to watch it. Patriots and Colts fans, I pray for you. Ben, you got anything else important to say?
It's going to be a very low-scoring game.
Yeah, I don't.
Very scoring.
The Patriots defense, I think this could be a shutout by the Patriots defense. I think it could. And I think the Patriots.
Isn't it? If they don't, then well, the Patriots defense sold.
I'd be shocked because both offenses aren't great. I don't think I can name a single wide receiver on either team. So that's fun. And then, anyways, after that, you got Vikings versus Commanders. That game, Vikings probably going to win that game because no Carson Wentz. They got Tyler Heineke, who is a better quarterback than Carson Wentz. But still, I think the Vikings are going to take this one away. Their defense is doing good. They just got TJ Hawkinson from the deadline.
They got Hawkinsocks.
They got Hawkinson. And so that's going to be a wild.
Hawkinsocks.
That's going to be fun. Yeah, Hawkinsocks, according to Ben Balshin. You heard it here first. And then, see, I don't think that game's going to be a close one. I think the Commanders are going to get blown out. What do you think about it, Ben?
I think the same thing.
Thing is, it's the NFL has been the wildest ever.
I think offense isn't really no. Their defense is kind of mediocre.
Who, the Vikings?
Yes, I mean they do have Harrison, but like,
yeah, I don't know. I think their team's really, they're a great team, but it's just you're off with Kirk Cousins. He's a good quarterback, but I think he might be the thing holding this team back because you have a defense that's average, but an average defense getting carried by a great offense is what you need, and that great offense is there. You've got guys like Adam Thielen. You've got guys like what's his name?
Justin Jefferson.
You've got guys like Thielen, Jefferson, Hawkinson, all those guys there. Dalvin Cook, all of them there. You just got to see what that does, and hopefully it causes a matchup nightmare for the Commanders. It should, absolutely will. And the Panthers and the Bengals is the next game on the schedule. Ben, you're a Panthers fan, I think. Not really 100%.
Yes, I am.
Act like you're not. Panthers versus Bengals. I don't think that's going to be a close game. Although the Panthers have shown a lot of adversity lately. They about beat the Falcons, and they came up. They
DJ Moore gold.
DJ Moore.
He shouldn't have taken his helmet off and threw it. He shouldn't have.
And then the Bengals, without Jamar Chase, you got to wonder how big of a loss is not having Jamar Chase there.
Yes, especially with because Jamar Chase is Joe Burrow's number one option, right?
Yes, and but the thing is, you've got two other options. I think that he has 3 wide receivers on that lineup that are absolutely amazing. And you're thinking to yourself, okay, so there's 3 guys. What can I do? Because matchup nightmares, it's a matchup nightmare having 3 guys. No, most defenses don't have a way to cover
3 different guys at the same time.
Yeah. You can man up, and you like a team like the Eagles could probably man up and cover both Jamar Chase and Justin Jefferson, Jamar Chase and Tyler Boyd, but they couldn't team up Jamar Chase, Tyler Boyd, and that other kid, whatever his name is. No team can cover all 3 of them. With only 2 of them out there, it's going to be a lot easier to win. It's going to be a lot easier to win for the Panthers. I still don't think that's going to happen, though. I still think the Bengals take this one home. What do you think?
Yeah, Bengals are going to take this one. Now, if Shaq Thompson and the Panthers defense just goes absolutely stupid,
it could happen. You never know.
Yeah, it could. I do have hope. Very slim hope, but I do have hope.
Yeah. Okay. And then next up is Raiders versus Jaguars. Tank Bowl up in here. So I think the Jaguars are going to take this one home after a game like last week. Raiders not looking so hot, but you never really know how inconsistent the Raiders have been this year. But I still think the Jags win this game just based off they're mad. But then I don't know, because there could be jet lag from all the London. They went to London and came back. That could be an issue.
Yeah.
And after that, it's like same time. It's like you get Devontae Adams. Devontae Adams mad. No one can stop. So ask that photographer at the Chiefs game. And it's very difficult to I don't know. I'm gonna go Jags because I think Trevor Lawrence and ETN and all those guys are really, really good and they know how to do it. And I think that connection is gonna be ridiculous. So that's what I think. You agree with me, Jags?
Yes.
Yeah. And then Dolphins versus Bears. Wait, Dolphins versus – I already said that one. Huh, okay.
Yeah.
Seahawks versus I had it listed on my notes twice. Seahawks and Cardinals. That game is at the beginning of the season looked like an easy win for the Cardinals. Now it looks like an easy win for the Seahawks. Pete Carroll, I will admit, I did not believe in Pete Carroll. I thought this guy has no clue what he's doing. Without Russell Wilson, he is nothing. Turns out, without Pete Carroll, Russell Wilson is nothing. So, Pete Carroll is a
Russell Wilson trade really showed
how good Pete Carroll is.
Yes.
Absolutely. And Pete Carroll.
And showed how good Russell Wilson really is.
Yeah. I think Geno Smith comes out and plays a great game. I have him in fantasy, so he better drop at least 25. I think Seahawks win that game. But I think it will be a close game because I don't know how good the Seahawks defense is.
I mean,
Kyler Murray out there, you have no idea. Kyler Murray be the greatest quarterback of all time or the worst quarterback of all time. It's really
it's really, really a 50-50.
Yeah, those are the games that I'm like, I have no clue which team's going to show up. Then Rams versus Buccaneers. That game is going to be
close,
and you have no idea which Rams team's going to show up. Because the Rams don't seem to have any other weapons outside of Cooper Kupp. And then the Bucs, Tom Brady is just not doing great this season.
Yeah.
You really never know.
He's starting to show his age. Starting to.
Yeah, starting to. I could definitely agree with that. So, but who do you think
first beat him?
Who do you think is going to beat him? Who do you think is going to win that game? I'm going to go
Rams can show up and play very well. It's no question the Rams. But if they can't, then it's going to be a very one-sided toward the Bucs.
You kind of cut out there for the solid middle of that sentence, but what I thought you said was Rams are a good team. They probably will win this game as long as the Rams show up and Matthew Stafford doesn't sell this game. I think the Rams will win this game, but you can never count against Tom Brady. So you never really know.
Yeah, you really can't.
And then Sunday Night Football, you've got Titans versus Chiefs. I am a Chiefs fan, for those of you who do not know. I am nervous, but at the same time excited for this game. You've got our defense. You've got Nick Bolton, Frank Clark got suspended. You've got Willie Gay, Nick Bolton, Chris Jones, George Karlaftis, all those guys who are really good. Karlaftis isn't proven yet. All these guys are really good, and hopefully we can stop Derrick Henry from running for 400 yards. Force Malik Willis to throw the ball because we have no idea how good he is at that. Hopefully he's not good at it. Again, I can't name a single wide receiver on the Titans, so hopefully our corners, who I can't name a single corner on our team, hopefully they do good and don't let a single wide receiver get a touchdown or a catch because the wide receivers suck. Anything you got to say there, Ben?
About who?
Chiefs, Titans.
Oh yeah, Titans. I agree with everything that you said. And I really don't have anything to add on to it. Now, and this is a big what if the Titans defense can slow down the Chiefs offense, which that's going to be very hard to do.
Yep.
They have a chance.
I don't know. You've got McCole Hardman, MVS, and Travis Kelce. It's going to be hard to stop all three of them. We also just added Kadarius Toney. That's going to be a crazy.
Well, I never said stop them.
Yeah, but it's going to be hard to slow them down too because, I don't see how you slow that down. I don't, especially with the Titans defense who isn't really that good. I don't know. I mean, yeah. So then you have the Ravens and Saints on Sunday Night Football. Ravens by 20. That's all I got to say there.
Okay.
I don't think, as much as whoever the quarterback is, Taysom Hill, Andy Dalton, whoever it is, it's really going to be hard. As long as the Ravens will actually choke this game away, they will be fine. I think the Ravens win that game, and it probably will be close, but the score is not going to be as close as it actually is.
Yeah. Now, if Cameron Jordan can get to Lamar, it's going to be a different story, but who really knows?
Yeah, that's going to be something crazy. Okay, so that's all the football games that's all the NFL games for this week. What was Thursday night football games matchup this week? Oh yeah, Eagles and Titans. That Thursday night football matchup was an absolute massacre by the Eagles as expected. What did you watch that game? And if so, what did you take away from it?
I didn't watch any NFL games last week or in week 9 or week 8.
Thursday? Did you watch the game Thursday night?
Let me find the game.
It was the Eagles. It was not a close game. Texans started out hot and ended terribly. That's about all I have to take away from it. Jalen Hurts. Yeah, Hurts is a good quarterback, and his weapons are amazing. There's not many defenses in the NFL that can stop all those weapons. So you got to hope that something happens, and you got to hope that defenses can adjust quickly because the coaching that Sirianni has is so great. He especially against the Cowboys, he finds teams' weaknesses and he boom attacks them perfectly to the point where you look stupid the whole time. And he notices adjustment, and if a team makes an adjustment, he will adjust right back to it. He's such a great coach. I think he's the best coach in the NFL. And yeah, that's crazy. That's going to be a wild week, which is another one of my points for today. Does NFL coaching matter in the NFL? Because I feel like in the NBA, I don't feel like it does. In the NFL, I feel like it does a little bit more because you have to have plays and all that stuff. And yeah, it's going to be a wild. I don't think it matters as much. But again, you see like Mike McCarthy. If the Cowboys had a defense or had a coach like Andy Reid, could you imagine what would be happening with that offense? That offense would be insane with Andy Reid as an offensive coach. I think coaching does matter, but at the same time, it's like if you have a good quarterback, and that quarterback is what matters, not the good. If you have a good quarterback and a bad coach, I think it kind of bounces out. What do you think? Ben, you there? Ben.
Yeah,
what happened?
A good coach can really make a team because you know how the saying goes. There's no I in team.
Yes. But at the same time, it's like a bad coach can also make a team. Like you see I don't know if the Packers, I don't know if it's all Matt LaFleur's fault or if it's whoever's fault it is, but there's definitely coaching issues. The main teams around the league that are struggling is because of coaching. Coach McDaniels, the guy from the Raiders, he's a bad coach, and that's why they're losing. So it's kind of crazy to think about that, but I think coaching does matter, but not as much as it does in college. So let's move on to the college football recap of this week. So I didn't really watch many of the games this week. It is currently 6:14 on a Saturday. Week 10, I believe, just passed. I didn't watch many of the games. I believe Clemson plays at 7:30.
Let me look.
I know the Tar Heels. That's my team. I'm originally from North Carolina. They played Virginia today, and it was a close game. But I believe the score indicates something more.
Clemson plays Notre Dame at 7:30.
Yeah, so they play Notre Dame. I'm hoping Notre Dame can show up and beat them because I don't like Clemson. But anyways, I think the Tar Heels, they showed up and they played great against Virginia. Virginia's offense kept up with their defense, and which is not normal. Usually their defense plays great and their offense is terrible. But our defense played terrible against their offense. Their offense scored 28 points, but our offense scored 31. So that's what the main difference maker is in college football, man. Is our quarterback, Drake May. If he is not a Heisman top 3, if he's not a top 2 Heisman candidate, I'm going to be mad because I can't name it other than Hendon Hooker. Who's better? I don't see anybody. By the way, we only have 10 minutes left in our thing because of something. Hold on, let me see what that means. It's fine. If we end up getting logged out, I'll just log back into it. What the heck is that supposed to mean? Oh, wait, no, don't notify Zoom. Okay, so back to that. So, wait, what the word? Okay, and yeah, so I'll just, if it works, we run out of time, I'll just reset, add the video start, boom. And then, so yeah, after that, you've got the Heisman candidate. I believe Drake May's a Heisman candidate. I don't know if you've even watched Drake May football, but he's great. The ACC, I believe UNC has the Coastal Division kind of locked down, but the Atlantic Division, I believe Clemson has that locked down too. So I believe ACC championship game is looking like it's going to be UNC and Clemson, and whoever wins that game is likely to make the playoffs.
I'm looking at scores from Week 10.
Yeah.
And TCU beat Texas Tech 34-24.
That was expected. TCU should be ranked top 5, but they're not because Clemson's overrated in Michigan.
Well, hold on now. Why are you hating on my Clemson team?
I'm not hating on them. I'm just telling you the truth. Is Clemson's very overrated. The reason they're ranked high is because of legacy. The legacy of their former quarterbacks is what's making them ranked so high. I don't think that's a flex. I don't think that's not true. I think that's 100% true.
Now, we also have a really good coach, too.
Dabo is pretty good. I'll say that. Dabo is a great coach. Yeah, let's go on to the, what's it called? The AP poll from most recently. So we're just going to go through and talk about the AP poll as of right now. Again, games have finished and started all that stuff. So Georgia and Tennessee as 1 and 2, and then Ohio State's also tied for second. So that is a crazy game because you're thinking to yourself, okay, that game's happening right now as we're talking. What do you see the score for that one, Ben?
For Tennessee and Georgia,
yeah,
it is 27-6. Georgia's winning.
Yeah, well, it looks like Georgia's going to stay number 1 and Tennessee's going to drop to like 15th. So yeah, that's going to be a crazy one. And then Ohio State is number 2. They played somebody, I don't remember who they played, but they won it. I'm pretty sure they played Northwestern and they won. Michigan, do you know who they played this week?
Michigan, they are playing Illinois.
Illinois. Are they currently playing, or is that later today?
Yeah, they're right now. There's 13 minutes and 44 seconds in the fourth quarter.
Who's winning?
Michigan State is winning 23-15.
Is it Michigan or Michigan State?
Michigan State.
Look at them. Try to find Michigan.
Let's see. They are not playing right now. They're playing Rutgers.
Rutgers it says on 11:05 they play Rutgers. Is today 11:05?
No, today. Yeah, today's
11:05. Yeah, they'll play them at the same time as the Clemson game. Clemson ranked number 5. They play Notre Dame. Depending on what Notre Dame team shows up, that could be a crazy game. Alabama plays LSU at 7 p.m. That's going to be a not so close game. LSU is ranked, I believe, 15th in the AP poll, 10th in the college football poll. Alabama's going to win that game. TCU is beat Texas. And then Oregon, they play Colorado, it says. Or they already played Colorado. I'm pretty sure they won that game. Not sure, though. I'm guessing they did. USC, Southern California. They play Southern California. They play California at 10:30 p.m. Eastern time. I am not staying up to watch that game. So they're going to win. They're going to probably win that game because California's not ranked. Then UCLA plays Arizona State at 10:30 Eastern time. UCLA is probably going to win that game too. Again, don't really pay attention to much of the West Coast teams.
Let's go back to Oregon, Colorado.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oregon is beating Colorado 41-10 at the start of the fourth quarter.
Okay, cool. And wait, how the? Oh yeah, 3:30. Okay, for some reason I thought it said noon. Ole Miss plays Alabama. They have a bye week this week, but they play Alabama on the 12th. That game, Ole Miss is going to get mollywopped. Utah plays Arizona tonight. That game's probably not going to be close. I think Utah will probably win that one. Kent State plays Texas on the – wait, isn't that like the 13 that says they played Texas? Whatever. I don't even know. It says they played Texas at 7. I don't think that's true. Illinois has already played Michigan State. You said they were losing. LSU, they play – who did it say they play? Oh, yeah, Alabama. They're probably going to lose that game. They're 15th. Penn State at 16. They play Indiana. They'll probably win that game. And my Tar Heels, who will hopefully move up the list a little bit, they play Wake Forest next week. That's going to be a wild game because Wake Forest is ranked. I'm hoping we can pull in that game. We pull in that game. Then we go, I believe after that game, we will play NC State. After NC State, it would be the ACC championship game. Yeah, so after 17 is Oklahoma State at 18. They play or are currently playing Iowa State. Do you know what the score is of that game?
What?
Oklahoma State, Iowa State. What's the score to that game?
Oklahoma and Iowa State.
Oklahoma State and Iowa State.
It says here that they're playing Kansas.
Huh, whatever. Okay. Oh, yeah, that's next week. Whatever. Okay.
And Kansas is beating Oklahoma State 34-10 in the fourth quarter.
So they're no longer going to be ranked after this week. Cool. Tulane is playing UCF. They're 19th. Tulane is 19th. They're probably going to beat UCF because UCF is garbage.
They're not. Yeah, they're playing Tulsa.
Oh, they're playing. Hey, damn it! I'm reading the wrong dates. They're playing Tulsa, and are they winning that game? I'm not sure who's winning
that game. Tulane already beat them 27-13.
Okay, cool. Wake Forest, I don't believe have a game this week. They
do. They play NC State.
Are they playing NC State right now, or is that at 8?
At 8.
I'm gonna go watch that game whenever this podcast is over with. NC State, hopefully they'll win that game because it's 20-21 matchup. NC State is 21. NC State is a good team, but they don't have their quarterback, so you got to know what is going to happen there. I think Wake Forest is going to come out on top with Sam Hartman, probably one of my favorite quarterbacks in the ACC besides Sam Howell. Syracuse at 22. This is where the ACC rejects are. Yeah. So Syracuse, they're playing Florida State, I believe is what it says. Is that not right?
No, it's Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh. Okay. Pittsburgh. They play Pittsburgh, and who's winning? Right?
Syracuse is losing.
That's not good. They're going to go on a back-to-back losing streak. Not what you want to hear. We've got 1 minute and 21 seconds left on this before it's over. So if we lose connection, we will come back on. We will restart this, and I'll just stitch the two videos together, and it'll become one big podcast episode. So, yeah. And then after Syracuse, there comes Liberty. Liberty, who are they playing? It says they're playing UConn, but I believe that is incorrect.
That is incorrect. They're playing Arkansas.
Arkansas. And who's winning that game?
Liberty is beating Arkansas 21-5.
My cross-country coach is not going to like that.
Neither, and my track coach isn't going to like that either.
Same person. Yep. Oregon State plays Washington, or is that incorrect?
Oregon, let me look. Oregon.
Massive cockroach on my wall. That's fun.
They're playing Colorado.
Who's winning?
Oregon is beating Colorado 49-10.
Oregon State, not Oregon.
Oregon State.
Come on, Ben.
And you said who? Oregon's?
Okay, we have literally done 3 straight recordings that have not worked because we kept forgetting to hit the record button or something else stupid happens. So, I'm fine. Okay. We're going to quickly go through what we've been talking about. Okay. Oregon State, they played somebody and lost. Don't really care who it was. We already talked about it like 4 times. I believe it was Washington. UCF played Memphis, won. Congratulations, Memphis. Texas received votes. Texas, Kentucky, Maryland, Cincinnati, Notre Dame, Washington, Arkansas, Baylor, Florida State, Coastal Carolina, Troy, Mississippi State, Boise State, East Carolina, South Carolina, Louisville, and UTSA all received votes but did not get into the rankings. Okay, May and Downs led Tar Heels to win. TCU pulled away from the Texas Tech Red Raiders and became 9-0. Ohio State struggles past Northwestern. Spears and Johnson led Tulane past Tulsa for a 27-13 victory. Okay, Ben, what else did we talk about? Go.
Let's see here.
Talk about quarterbacks. Who else? We talked about quarterbacks. Your top 5
I believe
quarterbacks.
Tom Brady is. I believe that Tom Brady is really
college, dude. College.
Oh yeah. I had.
It's been a crap fest. You can't tell. Go. I did.
Yeah.
I worked at the beginning of the episode. BS Sports Analysis. BS Analysis, baby. Let's go. All right. Go
Okay. Ahead. Had Bryce Williams.
Being Bryce Young.
JJ. Then CJ Stroud.
Okay.
Hendon Hooker.
And then
DJ.
DJ. Okay. Mine was Drake May at 1, Hendon Hooker at 2, Stroud at 3, Young at 4, and Levis at 5. That's my 5. The top 5 quarterbacks, the top quarterback draft needy teams. Levis is 3rd on the draft board for me at quarterback. The other is Stroud and Young. They're probably around the same level quarterback draft wise. Teams that need a quarterback, I'd say, are the Lions, Jets, Colts, Commies, Panthers might need a quarterback, but that could change. The Bucks could use a quarterback, and Saints could use a quarterback. There's only about 7 teams, and there's only 3 available, so it's a tank bowl for those quarterbacks. Yeah. So that's gonna be wild. And then other than that, what else did we talk about? Oh yeah, college basketball started. It's about to start. I don't know. No real important games happened the first couple weeks of college basketball, but the Tar Heels are my team on my back, baby. We're gonna play the UNC Wilmington from UNC Wilmington. They're a university in Wilmington, North Carolina. We're going to beat them by 40, and if we don't, I'm going to be upset. Yeah. Other than that, I believe
Duke is playing Jacksonville, and if they don't
win, I will be really happy. We talked about NFL games. We talked about college football recap. We talked about Heisman candidates. We haven't talked about that. Drake May, Hendon Hooker, Bryce Young, CJ Stroud. That's the Heisman candidates. Bryce Young's I think my top 5 quarterbacks. That's what the order's gonna be. UNC, Drake May is gonna win the Heisman. Go. Well, who do you think?
I don't really have a list of who I would want to be Heisman, other than DJ. But
he's a homer. If you can't tell. Those of you who are unaware, he's a Clemson fan. Yeah, and then so yeah, that's who I have my Heisman candidates as. We talked about the AP poll. We've talked about college basketball. We've talked about is NFL coaching important. We have not talked about the Russell Wilson high knees fiasco that happened on the way to London. That is hilarious, and I really hope it's a true story. People are saying it's not a true story, but I really hope it is because it's hilarious.
Well, They do have Russell Wilson on tape saying that he did this.
That's like, could you imagine being on an airplane across country and having some dude going,
no, international.
An international plane going. You couldn't imagine it, could you?
No. Or a little bit.
House. Okay. Yeah, it's a jerk move by Russell Wilson. I'll just say that for sure. And I was pretty stupid. And then, Super Bowl favorites. Who do you believe is a Super Bowl favorite at the moment? I believe it is the Eagles and Bills. But by the end of the year, the Bills are probably going to choke away in the playoffs because they can't play in big moments. And I think
I believe Josh Allen will, if it comes down to OT, he will be scared of a coin toss.
That's too. And I believe that the 49ers are probably the NFC champions by the end of the year, favorites by the end of the year. I believe right now, though, it is the Eagles. But I think the NFC championship would probably be at the moment Eagles versus 49ers because of how stacked that team is.
With Debo, Nick Bosa.
Debo's hurt, I'm pretty sure.
Debo's hurt?
I think so. Let me look it up. Yeah, he's out with a hammy injury right now.
Dang.
Hamstring injury. I'm not sure when he got hurt, but he said he was out for about 9 weeks, and he's got hurt around like week 3 or 4. So he played in week 8 against he put whatever week we played them. He'll be out to like week 14 if I guess with that injury. Not sure how long he's out for, but yeah, that's a huge loss. Once he's healthy, it's going to be huge. But you still have George Kittle and Ayuk, so that's still a crazy team even without Debo. And no matter who the running back is, they're still going to find a way to rush for 300 yards a game. So it really doesn't matter that much who their running back is. But yeah, other than that, I don't really know what else to talk about. I mean, I think the Chiefs and Bills are probably the AFC Championship game right now, and I believe the Bills will probably win that game because no one's stopping Josh Allen right now. So yeah, that's going to be a crazy game. Anyways, that is the entirety of this podcast today. Welcome. So today. Thank you for watching this absolute crap fest of a podcast. My name is Ben, and his name is also
Ben.
Okay, and thank you guys for tuning in to BSportsAnalysis podcast. See you guys in the next one.
Bye-bye.
Peace out.